Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgia Louise. I am a girl in fantasy. I love all things fantasy related, films, books, artworks and movies. But I mainly talk about films here on my channel because I am a filmmaker and photographer. And welcome to my crazy journey. Welcome to my crazy journey of pursuing a career in film and photography. Well, I'm going to talk about this book, Phantasma by Kaylie Smith. I am very curious about this. It is supposed to be a dark fantasy romance. It's given me Phantom of the Opera vibes, and that's why I picked it up. Also, it says, welcome to Phantasma. There's only 2 rules to the game. Stay alive and don't fall in love. I mean, if that doesn't convince you to read it, I don't know what does. So I thought, let's give this a shot. And as you can see, it's a lot thicker than the books I tend to read. But who knows? I think it'll be fine for me. Well, basically, it is about a necromancer who enters in this competition called Phantasma, which I think is like a labyrinth. It's giving labyrinth vibes. And yeah, she has to go through 9 challenges. If she succeeds, she wins a prize. Yeah, I really have no idea what to expect. But it's like dark fantasy, romancy vibes. I don't think it's as dark as like the ones I've heard about on like TikTok and stuff. Like Lights Out or I don't know, Blackbird and Leather, whatever it's called. But I'm not into those dark fantasies, like The Haunting of Adeline, or I'm not into that. I like fantasy and a bit more light-hearted, dark romancy. Phantom of the Opera, like that's the best that I can tell you. Phantom of the Opera is my dark romance, my you know what? It's gothic genre, that gothic romancy genre. That is what I like, and I think that's what this is, and I'm hoping that's what this is because I bought it. I'm gonna read it. So I've read for about an hour or so. I'm not a quick reader, but I do like the world building. I'm very here for the world building, and to my surprise, I read more than what I thought I would read in the time that I have. It feels very naturally and like fast paced. There's a lot happening, and she literally starts off like straight away into the world. Here's what's happening, which I like. I like it a lot so far. I'm very intrigued. I found a flaw. The main character is kind of boring. She's kind of meh. Not only is this like the origin story of her starting to become a necromancer, because that's kind of like, it's an origin story, but the way it like starts, and even starting with the Phantasma bit, just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't correspond as well. Like the world around is already set in stone kind of a thing, but then she's just like this new flower entering. Okay, so she's in Phantasma. It is glorious and mysterious and deadly. It is very, very deadly. People die from this thing, so it's intense. Oh, it is good. I'm really enjoying this book. It is gripping me. I'm reading it like nobody's business. I am reading it like I have all the time in the world, even though I do not, obviously. Day 2 of Phantasma, and the first challenge was intense, but not that bad. The second challenge is the spicy bits. Ooh, lucky I'm wearing red nails because the spice level, like I'm sweating. The spice level. They weren't kidding when they said 4 spices. It's hot. I don't want to spoil it, but I kind of do. The second challenge is lust, and she picks red. That's all I'm going to tell you. There's like other colors that she could have picked her poison, but she picked red. I kind of want to know what the other colors were. I'm very curious to know what the colors were. So if Kaylie, you're watching this, let me know. Tweet me, DM me, whatevs. Like, I would really, really like to know what the other colors mean in the Lust challenge. It is raining. It is raining real hard, but it's perfect weather to keep on reading. So here we go. Oh, the spice in this, my goodness. I had to stop reading. I stopped reading yesterday because it got a bit hot, and the spice, I could not, like, I read Tessa Bailey and her spice level is something else, but this, but I love these characters. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. This is also how I read my books, by listening to playlists that match the vibe. I knew it. But I'm not happy, or am I happy? I don't know. And it's done. It's done. I finished it. I don't want to be finished. I want more. I want to see more. I feel like I'm just gonna hold it like this to do my review. Guys, it's finished. Surprisingly, I read this so fast because it is so good. I can't remember what I said before, but I know that there was some reviews that liked it, and then there's some that didn't, but I really enjoyed it. It is so good for a dark romance that I usually don't read because I like happiness and sunshines and rainbows. But this was just so enticing. Like, I just kept on reading and like, even at nighttime when I don't usually like to read, I've been reading because every time I feel like I just need to keep turning the page and keep going. And the spice level, that's the only time I've taken a break, is because the spice has been like spicy. The spice has been spicy, but I'm glad that it's only a few chapters. Like, it's not most of the book. I know some of the other romances that I do read, a lot of it is just the sexiness, but this one is more of the story and the characters and the world building, and it's just phenomenal. I really enjoyed it, and you guys should read it too. Okay, but here's my like proper review. I do have like one kind of con about the book, is she's a necromancer and we don't see one glimpse of necromancy. So I don't know why that was such a big thing at the beginning, but there's no anything to do with necromancy. Nothing to do with necromancy in it. She's just in a family legacy of necromancers, but not once did they ever do anything related to necromancy. So that was kind of a con. And sometimes I just find that she's so naive It's like she really does act strong and tough, and she is, especially towards the end. But there's still so much naivety that I'm just like, girl! Like, I just want to shake her and be like, what are you doing? There's one chapter. It's towards the end. It's somewhere towards the end. There's one chapter where I was like, what? Why? Why is this relevant? Why is this needed? And the sun is just hiding behind clouds, which is kind of perfect because yeah, this book is definitely needed to be read either at nighttime or during like the cloudy, rainy days, because it is dark and gothic and beautifully gothic, but it is pretty dark. Like there's blood and actually, I was telling my auntie this. Think Hunger Games meets like Harry Potter meets Labyrinth. That's the vibe I would say from this. And a little bit of Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, Phantom of the Opera, Hunger Games meets Labyrinth, a little bit of Harry Potter vibes. That's what this is. And honestly, it is a very good read. I'm very happy. Yeah, maybe he's up there with book boyfriends. I think he's so protective, and like some of the words towards the end, certain sentences he will say, I'm like, excuse me, would there ever be a man in this world who would say such a thing? No, but I wish there would be. And so I think he's in my rankings for book boyfriends. Maybe he'd be the next one. Let's get this up there. Let's get this hype Blackwell up, please. Thank you. It's very descriptive and well read, like well written, that it feels so easy to imagine the world and like the characters. So give it a read. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. That was my review. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like it, you don't like it, leave your comments below. I'd love to see what you guys thought about this video and about the book. Let me know what I should do next, because I have a few ideas. But if you guys want to see something or see me read a certain book or see a certain film, please let me know. I would love to do a reaction / review of it as well. Make sure you follow my socials to keep up to date with what is happening, and like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.